Okay. You guys are too funny this morning. This is what I love about YouTube. It's just sometimes you get all this information comes in and everything just kind of comes together. And whoops, and I just love this thing. Been talking about reloading. And I'm going to point you to two videos I saw this morning that are, if you're not into reloading yet, or you're just kind of looking at it, these are two very useful videos, but that's from people that you know for the most part. The first one is Mossy500A, and the title of it is Handloading the 357 Magnum. And what he has is a, I believe it's a Lee, it's a turret press loader. And what you'll see in a turret press, let's see what I'm doing here, is you'll place the empty round in there, and let's say you are depriming, then you turn it out of the way, and then you're depriming another one. Meanwhile, while you're depriming, it's resizing as you go. It's kind of complicated to explain. Once you see it, it's very simple. But every time you do something, several things are being done to every empty on that turret. So it's a time saver. Very useful. That's the Dillon that I partner up with. I own half a Dillon, and it's the same thing. So every time you're pulling that lever down, it's not just one thing is happening, 4 things are happening. So it's like you create a bullet, you create a bullet, you create a bullet, and it's fast. And that's cool. That's great. And he kind of goes over it in the video there, but it just shows you him operating that system. The other video is I just watched his 504 Dirt Dart, and I'll put the links below to these. And it's called Reloading My First Rounds, and I think he's working with an M1 Garand 30-06. You look at his setup, and I might have the lingo wrong. I think his is an RCBS, but it's a single stage. He places one casing in there, boom, does the thing. Takes it out, puts another one in, boom, does whatever the task is, whether it was depriming or resizing or whatever. But it's real clean the way his setup is. It's just a different setup. It's going to be slower, okay? I prefer the single stage myself. That just fits me. Whereas the the turret style, excuse me, is faster. I like the one bullet at a time. Because let's face it, unless I'm shooting, thousands of rounds a month, I might shoot 100 rounds in a year, but 1,000 rounds a month, okay, yeah, speed's the issue now. But most of us do not get to shoot that often. And I kind of like getting to know each bullet, one at a time. Or doing the same thing over and over. If I'm resizing, I'm resizing casings, okay, and like this. And so I prefer myself the single stage concept. It's slower, but not by much. I mean, and I actually think for me, I think it does a better job. But look at how 504 Dirt Dart, how he kind of explains each little thing very clear in his video. I really appreciate how this guy did the video. I see a lot of reloading videos, and you got all this gear, it just kind of overwhelms you. His is done in a really, it's for someone that's not used to seeing this stuff, or it seems confusing, look at his video. And I'll put, like I said, I'll put the link below. It does an excellent job. And but his is a turret where it's a multiple round. Okay, that's faster. That's the one Mossy500A is using, and then the 504 Dirt Dart is using a single stage. I think his is an RCBS, which is both are quality. And I just like that style better. That's just me. But check them out. 2 really good channels, 2 really good people, and great video examples as far as reloading. If you guys are thinking about it, I've been talking about that Lee Classic, okay, as a starting point, and that I still think you should own one of those and start with that if it's provided in the caliber that you have. PNW Writer pointed out, and several people pointed this out, where that Lee Classic is neck sizing only. So once you're going to use it for a specific, like in mine, I've got the AR, the 5.56. If I had several of those, it may not produce the ammo, the rounds that would fit each firearm. It's not like it's a universal fit, but it will if it works in the firearm I have. That's the one it's resized to, because that's what that round was expanded in. So just think of those as a if you're looking at the Lee Classic as a loading system, it is specific to a firearm, that particular firearm that you're using. You could have 10 ARs, but whatever you're taking that round out of is the round that has to go back into it. If that makes any sense. I probably butchered that. But yeah, check out these two videos. Really worthwhile. Good clear picture of what they're doing. And just this would be, like I said, the Lee Classic might be the starter, but this next step, what they're doing, is what you want to evolve to, or what's the word I'm going to use? Which one do you want to move into is that position? You could stay with the Lee loader. I enjoy this little thing, but ideally, if you're gonna get into the reloading and you think you're gonna stick with it, this is the direction you're going to be going. So check out these two videos. Love you.